Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to review a game in Emerald, someone playing Vi. They're playing this pretty aggressive Bruiser build, which I think is really good. He wanted me to take a look at it because he felt like he could have carried this game. And this is the kind of games that he needs to win in order to get to Diamond. So I want to try to help him do that. Figure out what he needs to focus on, how to get better, what kind of decisions he could have made to alter the outcome of the game. Hopefully you can learn something from this too. Let's get into it. All right, guys, let's figure out what went wrong. So looking at this, I'm trying to analyze immediately where that went a path. And it looks like we got a Caitlyn Janna bot lane. Tristana, Nami on the enemy bot lane. It's not super aggressive, but still Janna Caitlyn wants to push and be aggressive. So I'd like to play there, actually, because Renekton, even though he has some all-in potential, Nari is a very safe top laner. And there is a bit of a bot meta now as well, especially on this new patch. So I would like to just start from top to bot here. It looks like that's what he's doing. Against Viego, I would probably ward here before I went to my blue buff because they like to do sometimes these raptors into your Grump invade because they want to punish Vi being a little bit weaker in the level 1. Going for a ward here, I feel like this is a little bit too late. So I won't do this because, yes, you get information about the Viego, but now you also gave information about yourself. So they will know where you're pathing now because it's a little bit too late. If you warded that slightly earlier. So it does put the defensive ward. Love that. Really, really nice. Especially since Viego know where you started right now. So I would not show there. I would either ward it a little bit earlier, like 55. Because then you're going to see if he starts there anyways. And also then you still have enough time to move to your red buff if you want to start on a different if you want to start on a different direction. So he does start from top to bot. Love it. Because yeah, Gnar will push in, right? So even though he will push in, that means yes, he may be gankable, but it's a very safe champion. Vi doesn't have that great ganks before level 6. And you're not going to have Prime and River then. So if Viego starts on bot side, passes to top, you might be in trouble because Renekton doesn't have priors. Even though you have a good 2v2, you might not be able to enter the river because it's going to be blocked out by the Gnar being pushed in and Viego being there already. So looks good here. Mid is fighting. This is something you have to pay attention to. Just like look at the health bars. They're going to be above your minimap when you're playing. So health bars are really important. He hasn't used flash. I wouldn't go for a gank there. But if he uses flash, now he used flash. Now mid is actually looking kind of gankable. So I would think about this immediately. I'm always just like looking at the minimap. When I'm pathing, playing, just keep looking at the minimap the entire time. You're going to be looking there like 80% of the time. So he has no mana, no flash right now. I would probably move a little bit earlier. Like I would move here, probably skip the raptors. Because now you're a little bit late. And now the enemy jungler punished the gank before you do. Looks like you can clean this up. Oh, very nice Q flash. That was really well done. So, but you saw how risky that was. Cassio could have just died there and suddenly there's no play. Really good that we push in this lane with him. We have to do this. This is really good jungling. Really good jungling. But yeah, I would probably skip there because now, yeah, as you saw, the Viego got a gank off a little bit earlier. So if Cass played a little bit worse on them, a little bit better, Sidos hits the E, suddenly they get a kill, Viego gets a reset, and now he kills you too, right? So I would go for that gank earlier. Recognize, okay, he used flash. The wave is actually in the middle now. Cassio is also low with no flash, so if we just show up there, we're gonna win it because Sidos was a little bit lower and we have a more burst than Viego, so we win it. Don't use your Q at the end of the clearing here, because then you can't Q over to the crux, right? So even though you do damage to the red buff, you're going to slow down because of your mobility. You don't want to use your Q too much when you're clearing, because it does very little damage. It gives you an extra stack, but so does your auto attack. So it just like speeds up slightly, but not enough, because suddenly you would need your Q to just like move the bot lane there instead, or move away, or suddenly you get invaded or something like this. So then don't use your Q too much while clearing. Like this, we should be pinging out the Viego on the bot side. So we have a nice lead now. We got a pickaxe and boots. I like that. It's actually pretty good Eclipse game because the enemy team is quite close range. So if you go for the Eclipse, I can respect it. I also would love the opportunity build here. I think it's very good. Opportunity into Bruiser, I think could be like really nice here. So we should know that Viego is on the bot side. So I would actually think about just like, since your mid lane is winning, right? So let's pause for a second. Your mid lane is winning. He did his top camps, ganked mid lane, died. He's didn't die, but he had to reset, right? Or take extra time. So he's going back to his bot side of the map then. So he's going to be later for this because he didn't just like full clear, do the scuttle crab and reset, right? He went back, he had to do this, and then now he's late for these camps. So this is super important. This is something you can exploit so much in this ELO until you get to like master, actually. You're going to really exploit these respawning camps, and those are worth so much because this is level 4 camp, which is super nice. But he's hitting a level 1 camp here, and the amount of XP it gives is so much less. So it's great that we're on this, right? That makes such a big difference. But I would love to see you transition now into the Raptors. So you do this, right? And you would do the Wolves after. That means that he did the same clearing as you from top to bottom. So after his Krugs, his Raptors is going to spawn. So it's going to be the same timing as if you go here, then move here. You have a little bit longer way, but then you can actually fight them because you have a lead. You want to exploit it as much as you can when you have it. And especially since the mid lane is doing well and winning. Side is no flash. So if there's a fight around here, we probably win. So this is our advantage. So we want to press our advantage as much as possible, because if we don't, we give the enemy team a chances to come back into the game. So we need to really use those timings where we do have an advantage. Viego is wasting time here again. So he's over here. So we should have been here now. Started this camp because that would have been the time that it took. We will be close to the Casio for a gank. Okay, we could get out and get that one. We drive by the scuttle crab, we move over here, and instead of getting our wolves, we get his raptors. We just like, yes, we get the same amount of camps, but he gets less, and that makes a big difference because these camps are so important in order to get level 6 first, especially on a champion like Vi. And like if you get level 6 first, you can do whatever you want against the enemies usually. That is so important to get these extra camps because yeah, it's going to help you get that camp first. So he's going to be stuck with no camps for his next level 6, and you're going to actually be able to hit level 6. So you're going to have like almost a minute, at least like 45 seconds there, where you have level 6 and you can really press that advantage again. But yeah, instead now we're moving in here, so we haven't properly tracked, right? So we need to track. Tracking is so important. I'm going to make a video about tracking itself, I think. And it's something I learned a lot like this last year, how important it really is. It makes your decision so much easier. So this mistake happens from tracking, right? We should know that he's back on top side because we knew his timing when he did these camps, reset, it went to bot lane, and then he's going to have no play, right? So he's just resetting, going back to top lane, and then we can ping him on the top lane. And if we know this, either we have a free gank here, or we can just start the dragon because we know he's on top side. We have decent prio enough, and we can just make sure we don't show on wards, common warding spots, which is this. It wasn't warded in this case, but we can just get in here, take the Drake, since we have no camps up. Normally, I've spoken a lot about this. Don't lose your games on the Drake. But in this case, I think it could be really good. Because it's just like at the end of your clear. And yeah, we could have been here instead. And just like probably kill this guy. Taking away these camp as well. So Viego is not going to get level 5 here. And we're losing the chance to get the Drake as well. So now actually, with our castle being dead and bot lane starting to push in our Caitlyn no reset, he could have actually played the Drake right now if he wanted to. I don't think so. That's great either because he can just take his camps. But yeah, we're losing that chance, and now we're wasting a lot of time, right? In this last minute, we haven't done anything. We could have done the Drake, resetted, or like killed the mid lane, done the Drake, resetted, gone back up top. And it would have been pretty good, right? And instead, now we're stuck ganking with no level 6. Maybe this will work. We just get the flash, and now he gets a chance on the top lane. And we're not matching him anymore. Huge. Now, actually, your top camps are going to start spawning very soon as well. So this makes a big difference. This is like the biggest mistake, probably, in this early game. You played great so far. But yeah, this is a pretty big mistake. So Storm jumps in, maybe we kill her, but still, see now our top side is spawning, and he's there, and this is where he gets a massive lead. So this is kind of what we could have done to him instead earlier, and we could have gotten level 6, and we could have actually taken these camps. Imagine if we got the dragon, had some extra time, reset, we go to our top side, then we actually get level 6 on that camp. He's still 2 camps away from level 6, and then we can fight him on his rub off instead of him invading us because he gets information on us on bot side. So even though we got a flash on the Nami, maybe a little bit of poke on the Stana, doesn't make that big of a difference. Suddenly now it's super hard for you to play, because what are you going to do next? Right? So this is a big mistake. Let's skip through it. So now we do the Krugs as well. So now we're not going to get any of these sub camps. Go back bot. Okay, we do get the kill here. That's nice. But yeah, he's getting all of this. And suddenly now, what are we going to do after? We're going to reset. And now, okay, we don't really have a great play now. He's level 6. Almost gets killed there. Okay, I like that we're going straight to me. They're really good. And we're close to the action. Yes. Really good. Good auto reset. I would just go Drake here and just trade, because our top lane died, right? So we can't do anything here. He gets grubs. We can get to Drake at least. And then we can trade. Because we don't have that many camps up either. Hopefully. Hopefully. Do we go Drake here? Okay, good. Good. I don't mind to take that. And then we can take the rub off, reset, and path from top to bot again. Oh, this is very risky. Looks like it works, but this is, yeah, this is quite risky, because they can just, like, if they have a ward on you somewhere here and you get spotted, Tristana can just move over it, Nami just moves over it, and you might just die, or at least you get pushed off the camps again, and suddenly you give back the advantage to Viego. So I would like you to just take a rub off, take a Krugs, reset, path from top to bot when your ultimate is going to be back, and then we press R on bot lane, and then we can play for this tower maybe, and try to really get that Caitlyn far ahead. So this is very risky. You could get spotted anytime here. Looks like it will work out, but it might not another time, okay? This is good though. When we got the kill, now we're using the advantage. But again, our top side is spawning, right? So he gets the same here. This is where I would like you to be. So like, probably here, there's a risk you just die here in another game. So this is the thing, right? It's about the consistency, because that is what's holding you back. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it's going to be like, oh shit, it was worded unlucky. No, it wasn't unlucky. You could have done the safe play and the calculated play, taken this, resetted, been here on time, getting a good XP lead, path from top to bot, make a 100% gank with your ultimate instead. And that's how we create big leads. And then we can just rinse and repeat, just path from, and then we reset, path from bot to top. Now our ultimate is back. Next time we get the tower, and then Drake is going to be back on that second rotation. So a good reactionary play here though. They walk up, you punish, really good. Probably didn't have to use a flash there. You could have just waited for the second R, as long as we know she doesn't have flash, right? And her ultimate was also coming back. So yeah, I would say save your flash if you can, because this flash is super important. I like this now though, because now we should know that Viego did our top side. Now we should just take these camps, clear out those, get a huge back, and reset so we can play the dragon. Dragon. Why do I keep saying that? Dragon. Please reset. Beautiful. Really good, really good. I need my coffee. And then we go from top to bot again. But you see, a lot of what you're doing good plays, but Viego is also getting a little bit too much done. And maybe we know where he is, but you don't show it to me. And you don't show it to your team that you know where the Viego is. So I think you can shut down a lot of the plays that he's making if you ping him. And it's also going to be more evident to you if you improve your tracking and just like ping him. If you know what camp is on, just ping danger on that camp or the away ping. And ping danger on the face of your team if he's like, you know, he's like close to the gank. So now if we know he's going to bot lanes, we got to track him all the time as much as we can. And it's going to be so much easier for you to keep on tracking him if we're like really locked in on where he is. So like if you ping him on Raptors, it's going to be that reminder in your brain that it's Raptors, because like if you don't do that action, it's easier to forget about it. So it's going to be like more reason for your team and yourself to just remember. So we should also know that this could have been taken. I think it's okay to check this and then just like grab by because it's not that much time. But we need to ping our bot lane here. They're weak right now. So we need to just like danger ping. Get them away from that bush because they're going to walk up like this and try to, yeah, they take ping boards and stuff and just die for it before we're there. So just like danger, then I'm going to be moving over and then they can play aggressive. So then it's fine, right? But now they're weak-sided. For this next 30 seconds, they're really weak. So we need to ping them off. And this is like how we can lose games. Because now the lane that was supposed to carry us and we were supposed to play through is just back to 0 or almost behind now after they pick up these kills and we push in, get a plate or two. So this is really bad, right? This is our win con. Our bot is mid is doing even. Our top lane is losing, which is fine. We play through the bot lane. Now we couldn't do that, and then that is the tracking in the mid game. Ping him off. So I think tracking is going to be your most important thing, and also just pinging. I'm not seeing pings from you. I was making these mistakes a lot as well. And it makes such a big difference just passively. You're just going to win more games because your team is going to have more information and you're going to help yourself to remind yourself all the time where he is. And it's going to be so much more evident and obvious what the best play for you is if you know where he is. It's like playing with wall hacks. It's so good. Yeah, we got to move you. Okay, this could be, because this is like a good fight for us. You're so strong. And now it's because these kind of aimless movements, it's not only it's not from you not knowing what, I mean it's you not knowing what to do, but you don't know what to do because you don't have the information. So you don't know if his quirks is up, you don't know if his red buff is up. This is the kind of things we need to track. He has red buff, so that red buff is gone. We should also know that his quirks is gone. So these kind of tracking, we need to keep tracking all the time. Tab to make sure, okay, he took 2 camps. Now I know that he took those 2 camps. He's transitioning to bot lane. Okay, next time he has to take 2 camps. Okay, now that's gone. And now, okay, his red buff is spawning, so now we're going to be able to predict where he is all the time. And still, he's allowed to run the show here without getting any sort of like, your team is not getting any help here. So yes, we got some invades here, but what happened? Our map got split because we didn't ping him off here. And then, okay, now I have nothing to do, so now I'm just going to farm extra. And that was fine. Taking the Raptors then was fine. But then we need to reset, come back with our bot lane and make sure we can play around them. Because now they're back again and they get ganked. And we haven't been able to do anything lately. And Diego's getting a lead here. This is like... So your early game was looking really good. Your basics there, really good. I think you can really get some like... I think you can really level up if you improve your tracking, your pinging. I think those are the 2 most important things for you. And then also just like, what is a win con? I need to play through them as much as possible, okay? I think that's the biggest. Like these first 14 minutes, it's focus on those. Because the after is kind of just like play for the Drakes, do the fundamentals. If you're behind, look for picks, look for cross maps. If you're ahead, you want to make sure you own the timing on the Dragon. Dragon, Rift Herald, pressure. Okay, we're going to take, if we're taking this tower, okay, next time, maybe we're going to take this or this. And then you just break down the towers. Just do the basics, play around your team, play around the strong side. That is the most important, but to like dial down this first 14 minutes because that lays down the whole like fundamental for the rest of the game. It's going to be your foundation. And this is like where most of the games are decided, right? So you could have had a much bigger lead. The Viego could have been behind. We could have been taking this first tower instead. And we could have had a much better game. So I think those 2 things especially will make you much better. So track and ping, and just like ping out where you're starting, all of this. And that's, I think that's also like even on the first kill, right? Even on this first kill, we know where he started. We know the timing where he's going to be here, right? Because that's going to be the same timing as we are done here. So I would probably just move up mid here because I know he's going to be done with this Raptors. And he actually cleared quite slow here. I don't know why, but he cleared quite slow. But here I would think about just moving like this because Acasio's wave is kind of bad. He's going to look to engage. We can probably just kill him here because he has no flash, which we should be seeing, right? So we can just wait here, just flash on him when he tries to walk up. I'll just sit here out of fog and I'll just flash on him right now. And he has no escape, nothing. and he's just installed, and we get to hit him before Viego. We can push out his wave. Cassie can reset safely. Viego doesn't get the hit. You get the hit. And now we can keep on moving. But I think it's like we don't think about Viego enough. So like, what can he do this entire time? So he's going to be hitting. He can also hit our mid lane at the same timing that we could hit the mid lane, right? Because we're tracking, we're mirroring the pathing. So that is super important. We could just sit right here or sit right here and just wait for that gank, and we're gonna win it. So we do it, but it's a little bit too late, and it's more like reactionary than it is like making a calculated prediction, right? This is a really good Q flash though, super clean, very nice, really good done. So you have good mechanics, but yeah. So but I think that decision becomes a lot more obvious if you track and if you look at your minimap all the time, right? So it was a good reaction when you saw the gank happening, but it's a little bit too late. We should only be predicting that play because we know what it can do, right? So that is huge. And then also after here, we push him off. We know he's gonna do here, so he stays for these camps. That's fine. So now we know he's delayed, right? So then we can know the exact timing he's going to be doing this. Okay, he still has 3 camps, so he's probably going to do those 3 camps. So if we take 2 camps, reset, we can get back up here earlier because he's going to be doing more camps. And he also hits this one, which we should see. And it actually shows here, so he's giving even more information and time. So I would, when he does this, I would start hovering the bot lane already. Just be ready. Just like hover here and then reset. Around here, we go to top side, and we know he's going to be delayed because, as we saw, he has only taken 1 camp, which we should see with the tab, right? How many minutes he has taken in. Okay, only +4 since he walked into the jungle. Now he's back. He's going to do 2 more camps before he resets. Goes here, so he's going to be late. So this is all tracking. I think that tracking really is going to make huge difference in your game. I hope this was helpful. Shout out to him for being wholesome and letting us share this game, letting me criticize. He's doing great. He's climbing. This is a game in Emerald, and he's doing real well. I think he can get Diamond for sure if he improves these 2 things. I think you can too. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, and I'll see you next one. Bye.